In the Irish countryside, few sights feel more honest, gentle, and rooted in the land than a thatched cottage. Their thick whitewashed walls, small sash windows, and soft straw-crowned roofs sit low in fields and along boreens as if the houses themselves grew out of the earth. But this charm is not accidental. It is the product of necessity, skill, tradition, and thousands of years of adaptation to Ireland's landscape. Long before slate quarries, imported tiles, or modern insulation existed, Irish homes were built using what was at hand: stone, mud, timber, and for roofing thatch, reeds from rivers and lakes, long straw from harvested fields, and even heather or marram grass along the coast were all woven into roofs. These materials kept out the rain and cold for one reason. They were produced by the same wet, windy, humid climate they needed to endure. Thatched cottages date back to early rural settlements, and by the 17th and 18th centuries they became the dominant home of Irish farmers and labourers. Thatch was cheap, local and renewable, and roofs could be repaired by the community or a village craftsperson without expensive imports. You know those postcard perfect Irish cottages with the soft golden roof and the whitewashed walls, sitting low in a green field or along a quiet boreen? That's a thatched cottage, and it's more than just a pretty picture. For centuries, people in rural Ireland built with whatever the land offered: stone from the fields, clay for mortar, and for the roof, straw, reeds, or marsh grasses. No quarries, no imports, no hardware stores, just local, renewable materials. And it worked perfectly for the climate it was born in. A thatched roof isn't a messy pile of straw, it's engineering dressed as tradition. Bundles laid in layers, pinned with hazel rods, pressed so thick that rain can't find a way in, all set on a steep slope to shed water fast in Irish weather. Done right, a thatched roof can last decades. You just refresh the outer layer now and then. But then the world changed. Tiles, cement, and new building methods arrived. People left the countryside and the old skills weren't passed on. For a while, thatch stopped being normal and started to look like something from the past. Contemporary thatched cottages often combine the old roof with modern comforts inside: underfloor heating, steel-framed windows, and airtight insulation hidden behind lime-plastered stone. A new thatched home today is not a relic. It is a marriage of tradition and technology. Then something unexpected happened. In a fast, modern world, people began to miss what felt slow, human, rooted. Tourists loved thatched pubs and B&Bs. Heritage groups stepped in to save old cottages. Architects started mixing thatch with modern comfort, underfloor heat inside, tradition overhead. So now thatch is back, not as a relic, but as a revival. New roofs, new houses, new apprentices. Old cottages protected, that same quiet Irish silhouette still alive in the landscape. A thatched cottage is not nostalgia frozen in time. It is a living craft, a roof grown from the ground beneath it, still doing the same honest job it did 100 years ago. When you see one on a country lane, smoke drifting from the chimney, you're not just looking at a house, you're looking at a piece of Ireland that refused to disappear. To look at a thatched cottage in Ireland is to look at continuity, a roof harvested from local earth, shaped by human hands, resisting wind and water the same way for 1,000 years. In the quiet hush beneath those deep eaves lives not only shelter but a piece of Irish endurance, a craft that survived because it worked, and now survives again because we remember its worth. The thatched cottage is not nostalgia. It is living heritage, still breathing under every golden ridge of straw.
Generate by AI. 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 Generate by AI.